Well, hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to PlayFrame, and welcome to Pyre. This is exciting for several reasons. First of all, because this is a bonus playthrough provided by our patrons. We hit another one of our little milestones, 1,400 patrons total, which is bonkers as a number. And we do have a tradition where every, 100 patrons we get, every time we hit one of those thresholds, we do a bonus playthrough on top of everything we're already doing, and the patrons get to choose what that game is. And folks have been trying to get this game in as a bonus playthrough for literal years. There's been just a dedicated base of patrons who have been voting for it and suggesting it and trying to make it happen for a long time, and this time it finally won. And I'm excited because I've never played this one, never really even tried it. I know more or less nothing. This is the only Supergiant game that hasn't appeared on this channel in some form. It's the one that came out between Transistor and Hades, and I am really excited to finally see that midpoint between those games, because I do tend to enjoy their games very much. So, enough preamble, let us begin. Campaign mode. With a new profile and a new campaign. Here we go. I'm excited to hear more Darren Korb music and see some more fun art and good writing. Difficulty reduced, standard, heightened, or true Nightwing. Reach the end of the campaign to unlock that. That's fine, I wasn't going to use it. Standard works great. While enabled, hold X to rush story events. Subtitles on. Aim assist will we'll see if we need that later. Commence! Yeah. Always happy to see some Supergiant art. Gorgeous stuff. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. This is glowing on me. Hang on. Ooh, nice. The downside is a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth cast its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. I appreciate them putting this here and not in a codex I have to go dig for later. The Commonwealth is a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups. Founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. See? Right on schedule. What'd I tell you? Masked something. You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are male. Interact to change this. That's a neat way to do that. But yes, technically true. It seems he still is. Then stand aside. I shall send him to a better place. He's a he? Can you people just tell? Hang on. The markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. But look at him. He's beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns toward you and begins unfastening his mask. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched, and he gives you a drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwyn. Now, come on. Hedwyn's one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. I remember. I was there. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon, nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Hedwin beckons you to enter the black wagon. Sure. I wonder if I should be using mouse and keyboard for this. Like, since we were kind of doing that Destiny-style free-floating mouse cursor, but with a controller. But maybe it just kind of makes more sense for this game and the way it works. We'll see. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasp on her mask. You may call me Jodariel. Or Jodariel, not sure which, but she's the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Yeah, no, checks out. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Jodariel soon assists him. Ow! Well, look at you. That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. Oops, forgot to look at the text. That's probably going to happen a lot of times. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can you do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, chum. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He's asking if you're a reader. One who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Ooh. We could admit it. Over time, you managed to learn something of the old ways in spite of Commonwealth decree. We could deny it, because literacy is a serious crime. No one in his right mind would dare violate the law of the land. Or we could remain silent. Who you are or what you did to earn your sentence is no one's business but your own. I like this as a, like, conversation system, dialogue choice thing. Like, all your options available are quite clear, but also in highlighting each one, you are given a little bit more context for what this answer implies, which is nice. But they seem nice, and they did save our lives, so sure. You confirm their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days. Because it just so happens my associates and we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. I will have a look. Oh, literally. A strange book, one of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles you met seem very interested in them. Ooh, can look at other things. Old raiments, colorful robes, and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. A side door. Beyond lies the boundless downside. Even if you could run, you wouldn't get far. A rickety ladder. It likely leads to the wagon's centrifuge, judging by the gibbering creatures up there. Hungry-looking creatures roost near some sort of attic. There's nothing you can do for them now. It's interesting. This has got like more of a... Maybe it's just the ability to highlight various objects in the space and get kind of like a narration explaining what they are. But something about this feels a little bit more like CRPG influenced even than their other work. Which is cool. Like with a different sort of like interface and way about it, but I like it. An intricate sigil, a symbol of some sort in the wagon's floorboards. You cannot sense its purpose. But all right, I'll look at the book. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. It's fancy. It's a nice-looking book. Forward. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. I see. I probably could have... yeah, clearer look at the text. That would have made it a little easier to read. But it did look fancy. And we managed. So, these 8 stars, then. Nifty. Cool. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. Reading always helps us sleep.
Reader!
Hello.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge?
Sorry?
So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but what now? And where'd the reader go? He should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him. He could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond, as Hedwyn then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We'll not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all of your mental faculties to do as Hedwyn asked. I sure do.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
It's really neat seeing, like, Hades came after this, and I can see in the UI and in some of, like, there's aspects of the styling of this where you can see how Hades came next. Because they clearly sort of, like, pulled from a lot of successful visual ideas and such in this. Like, I can already see it, and we just got started. It's really neat. Seeing the connective tissue now for the first time. Anyway, let's approach the celestial orb.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
Press A to pass the orb. Hold A to pass Taruki.
The 3 must act as one.
Only one exile can move at a time. Hold right trigger to sprint. Your exile's abilities are shown here. Sprint until stamina depleted? Can do.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Can do. So, if you've not encountered this game before, what little I've always known of it is that it is like sort of a visual novel story game, but it is also a sports game, kind of? Like a weird fantasy sports game. And you were probably getting that sense already.
Yes, the exile rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished.
Rookie is banished for now.
Time.
Ah,
His or her cohorts must make do on their own.
I see.
Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Use left stick to approach the adversary. Okay. Ah,
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone.
hold B to banish an adversary from afar.
Correctly done.
Banish the remaining adversary.
Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more.
All right, so banishment doesn't last for very long.
The orb absorbs the aura. Then the orb quenches the flame.
I see.
Now I say jump.
Press X to leap
Leap
into the
with all
adversary's
your
pyre.
strength.
I see. Leap.
Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame.
Nice. Rookie is returned. Oh,
Now snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
and I don't even know anyone's like unique abilities or whatever, but like it's even just looking at this here, Rookie's aura way smaller, and so maybe less great for like defense, but might be a little speedier, good for offense and carrying the ball. Let's zoom. Oop, nope. Haha,
Beauteous.
got there. Try banishing adversaries with B. Okay.
Now take it.
Oops. Got too close. That's right, get out of here. Twofer.
Predicament for the Beyonders.
And we can see the timer. Oh yeah,
Now go.
this one's much slower. Oh boy. Jumps. Haha.
And doused the adversary's flames.
Neat. Just giving us some more practice here. Try jumping. I will.
Almost.
Jumps too far. Oh, the fire is like not up currently. Oops. Wrong button. There we go.
Splendid.
Yeah, I guess their pyre being smaller is just indication of its low health. Let's see. Let's do a jump. Yes, we win.
Complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand.
I think so.
Or do you?
I don't. Maybe not.
This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
I see. Interesting. I am intrigued. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. What? Jadario leads you outside, where a clear night sky awaits. Now show us, before the howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? What now? Rites are an ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. A prayer from the Book of Rites. So we're just choosing where the next game happens, I guess? You gaze at the stars. Seek out your destination. Very well. So, there's Goal, the South Star. Burns bright over a massive ridge of stone much farther than the naked eye can see. Geminian, the Olden Star, star of the First Empress. Those born under it seek knowledge and new experiences. And another, Scorpus, the Olden Star, star of the Old Cutter. Those born under it are wiser than most. And Capriast, the Olden Star, star of the Moonstag Hunter. Those born under it are ambitious, though also discontented. Like this one seems more prominent and important. So yeah, I guess that's the one to interact with then. Hmm. 200 leagues due east, the Ridge of Goal. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Golathanian, yet loom over those living in its shadow.
Consilia.
Great. And we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we'd best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Jodariel turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It's a lot to take in. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. We will join. And off we go! That's a very jumpy wagon. Downside Prairie. Gorgeous. You arrive in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. One of the Downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. I'm telling you, we ought to take the Northern Pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollowroot I gotta pay a visit to, besides. Hollowroot being the northern route to the Ridge of Goal goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. Fie on your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. The southern route to the Ridge of Goal goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfolds means no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hedwin listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? He marks the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second-guessing him along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose a route toward your goal at certain junctures. Let's weigh our options. The northern route to the Ridge of Goal goes through a small exile encampment. Rookie knows someone there who owes him. Jodario thinks we can find rare flora here in Blooming Pool, though. Humid area pocked with hot springs or small exile encampment. Jodario's big. I don't want to be on her bad side. Jodariel offers to show you around Blooming Pool after she notices you staring at the bogs and vegetation near the wagon. Soon, something catches her eye. Observe. This shall pay for half our trip. You found a black bloom. It is quite valuable. This can be sold at the slug market. What? Blossoms at specific times. While bitter at first, a taste of the black bloom makes the pain go away. We journey onward. This is so interesting. It's already a very unique game. Very different from their others. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Goal. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Commence the rite. Oh, or your roving makeshift home in the downside. Look at all these sparkly things. Jody's throw rug, fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk a clear message. Jodariel says not to step on it. Oh, I see. Hedwyn's cooking tins. What passes for cooking supplies in the downside? Hedwyn does most of the cooking. Hedwyn's status getting warmed up for tonight. Greentail family portrait. A reasonable likeness of a younger Rookie with his mother and uncle. Rookie status nearby. Well, hello. She seems to have something on her mind. Reader, Greentail here was just complaining how you opted not to take us up to Hollowroot. We failed to read your description earlier. Let's see. Rookie Greentail is an opportunistic and well-connected cur still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Right. What? And violate our anti-second guessing pact? No, I was only saying how our chum's gonna have to keep on making the tough calls. Besides, just making sure we got something to pawn off at the next slug market we find, and slug market is something I'm curious about. A crude trading post found on the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes finds its way to the downside where it is traded and sold. In the slug market. And we have. Now let us focus on the task at hand. We've reached our destination and have much left to prepare before tonight. The two of them go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Unsupervised, I'ma read a book. Revealed pages, you say? The first exile. Let's make this a little easier on ourselves. In the words of Gol Golathanian, the Master General, you know perhaps the thrice-cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him, and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life, such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet, we found in Solium Mur a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. Neat. How many pages am I allowed? Continue the journey to reveal more. Very well. I will, then. Let's do it right. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Oh.
Reader, the stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers.
Oh.
Whosever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Okay. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna do sports at you so good. The stars are aligned, and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in raiments. Your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still. We have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. That's us, I assume. The name of a triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lindell again. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Who's this? The apparent leader of the exile triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Goal. Nice to meet you. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now I and the accusers shall repay that affront. The accusers, an exile triumvirate clad in gold. Their leader harbors ill will for something he thinks you did. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. Let's do some sports! Okie dokie. Too eager. Gotcha. Let's do a little pass. Haha. Too slow.
Have the accusers underestimated you?
Yes. Hopefully. Mine. I'm gonna do a jump. Oh, can't jump that far. Now to play a little defense. Oh, you got away. Gotcha, though. Mine. Yeah.
Game has died a little.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil and rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. Fine, then we shall disrupt their formation. Hold B to fling the orb into the pyre.
What that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
Oh, didn't know we could shoot from range. Oh, they caught it. Cool, though. That's a new little mechanic.
Almost got through.
Ah, mutual destruction, I see. Nope. Nope to you. Gotcha.
Alas for Lendl.
Shoot! Quick! Oh, it doesn't bounce. Good to know. This is a neat little game they've created. Move! That was close.
There.
Ah, jumped just a little slow. It's okay. You're not getting through. Ha ha.
Out with you all.
Ooh, look at you with a fake out. Got you. That was very close, though.
Poor Headwind.
I need that guy. It's my teammate. Uh-oh. Nope. Ha ha.
Crushing blow against their pyre.
Don't love losing my main defender, but I will take it. Yeah, dang. Okay, well. Rookie, you got this.
Glory to the scribes.
We're getting them.
Your victory's at hand.
Sure is. Ha!
And it is done.
What a neat game.
Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
I'm going to. Thank you.
Guron Salashe.
Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
I'm going to. You keep saying that sarcastically, but I'm going to.
Jodariel has gained enlightenment.
Ooh.
Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
Interesting. We've withstood worse nights than this, though few as strange. Oh, you're leveling up. Okay. Yeah, enlightenment earned, conducted right plus 350, prevailed in right plus 150, so a total of 500 earned. Okay, cool. Glory, quickness. Let's take a second to look over everything in this screen. There's a lot of information. So, Jodariel, grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving there, is a demon. People who survived in exile long enough to be transformed by it in body, if not in spirit. All are welcome here, save demons such as you, from the sentencing of Chief Physician Oralek. Enlightenment. Hang on. One's progress toward a deeper understanding. Exiles gain enlightenment by conducting the rites or from certain events. She is now a rank 2 novice. Those who begun to understand the rites, several potential masteries are revealed to them. This, I don't know, but we must choose a mastery. Sins of the Fallen Emperor. Rites mysteries enhancing a demon's strength and physical prowess. As he fell into the downside, Solium Mur understood at last the consequences of his hedonistic reign. Boons of the First Exile. Rites masteries enhancing a demon's spirit and sheer force of will. The fallen Emperor Mur moved past his many failings as a man, achieving selflessness in exile. So, of the two skills we have immediately available, Long Stride. After using her rush to lunge forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. Okay, so she can double dash, because she can't really sprint, it seems like. She can just do, like, a dash. But this would give her 2. Or, after banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all stamina. What else do you use stamina for other than sprinting? I guess this way if stamina is only used for sprinting, and I feel like that's probably not the case, then this effectively doubles our stamina, functionally, and this does if we've taken an enemy out. It seems like this is a little bit of an easier one to use. But yeah, let's do the other thing here and see, like, all right, what would if we can only choose one of these trees effectively to master, what would the end goal be? Celestial Spike. Jodariel can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. That's enticing. Or, any adversaries banished by Jodariel take 30% longer than usual to return. Ooh, it's also quite good. I do like this, though. I do like being able to dash twice. That sounds pretty good. Let's take it.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
All right. A few more things to read here. There's Rookie's race, Cur. Swift, dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. The Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. Rookie's masteries. Oh, I guess they can have like 4 total, maybe. There's also the stats. Didn't look at the stats yet. Glory. This attribute affects damage dealt to a pyre. One's worth in the eyes of the 8 scribes. So, okay. So Rookie just does 15. And I think Headwind did 20. Quickness affects movement speed. So Rookie's pretty good at that. Presence affects aura size, quite small. And Hope affects duration of banishment. So Rookie comes back pretty quick, seems like. Neat. I like this. But yeah, no rank up for you yet. After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real, and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up in the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we're free. Until we're free. Here, here! Sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendell back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you. Reader, come talk with me while the stars are still out. Okay. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Hedwyn wishes to know if anything's troubling you. I would love to ask some questions. So, I don't know if we're limited to just one, just in case. Let's choose the most interesting. Why can you not conduct the rites yourself? You led your fellow exiles to the rites, yet they have not asked you to participate firsthand. Why is that? You ask Hedwyn why he and his companions did not invite you to participate in the rites firsthand, and relied only on your guidance. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. I'll make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons toward the fading dark above. You gaze at the stars. We did only get one question. For now. I assume that it's whatever star is glowing is where we are to head. Jomur, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jomur Valley. Are we able to, stop and save at whatever point? Or does that just sort of happen automatically? Might just happen automatically. Whatever. This seems like a good spot to hold, and we can resume this next time. This is fascinating. I'm already quite interested to see where this game is going. It's really neat. I hope y'all are enjoying. As usual, for bonus playthroughs, we will be doing these 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There's a playlist link down in the description if you just want to watch the whole series, especially if you're watching this after the fact. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, patrons, for choosing this game. I'm excited to finally see it. I hope you enjoy finally getting to see it on the channel after all of that hard work to get it here. But yeah, have a good one, y'all, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.